नमस्कार विद्यार्थियों. Today we are going to cover our next session. In this session we are going to cover staffing, जिसको हम हिंदी में बोलेंगे नियुक्तिकरण. First we need to understand what is staffing, what are the definition of the staffings. Different scholars, different people who also explain the staffing, they also give the definition of staffing. हम तमाम चीज़ों के बारे में बात करेंगे. स्टाफिंग होता क्या है, नियुक्तिकरण होता क्या है, या उसकी विशेषता क्या होती है, व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ स्टाफिंग. बट बिफोर वी नीड टू स्टार्ट द सेशन. दिस इज द टुडेज टॉपिक. नियुक्तिकरण से आशय अवधारणाएं, या मैं यूं कहूं नियुक्तिकरण से आशय और उसकी विशेषताएं. ये हमारी पूरी टीम है, हमारा ऐप है जहां आप जाकर के हमको फॉलो कर सकते हैं. So when we talk about the word नियुक्तिकरण, तो इसको हम लोग इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं स्टाफिंग. क्या बोलते हैं? स्टाफिंग. Now let's understand what is the meaning of staffing first in a simple words. We don't need to go for the definition which is given by the so many scholars. Staffing is nothing but to select a person, or we can say staffing having the three elements, that is a recruitment, selection and training. When I talk about once we did the planning, after the planning what we did the organizing the things. जब हमने अगर बात करें प्रबंधन के कार्यों की, तो उसमें सबसे पहले हमने करा नियोजन, उसके बाद हमने किया संगठन. अब संगठन के बाद बारी आती कि हम कहीं ना कहीं ये करें कि जो व्यक्ति, या मैं कहूँ वर्कर, या भी मैं कहूँ कर्मचारी, उनकी बारी आती नियुक्ति की. किस चीज़ की? नियुक्ति की. मैं फिर रिपीट कर रहा हूं मैं आपको. सबसे पहले हमने करी प्लानिंग. जब हमारी प्लानिंग हो गई तो हमने किया ऑर्गेनाइजिंग. जब ऑर्गेनाइजिंग हो गया तो तीन पर स्टाफिंग, यानी कि नियुक्तिकरण. तो आज से हम बात करेंगे नियुक्तिकरण की. क्या आखिर नियुक्तिकरण होता क्या है? मैं अगर सिंपल और आसान शब्दों में ये कहूं, नियुक्तिकरण का मतलब कुछ भी नहीं, बड़ी सिंपल सी बात है कि जब कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हम बना लेते हैं, उसकी रूपरेखा तैयार कर लेते हैं, रोल और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी डिसाइड कर लेते हैं, और ये सारा हम प्लानिंग करने के बाद करते हैं. अब जब ये सब हो जाती है तब हमको लगते हैं हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम करने वाले लोग, या मैं यूं कहूँ राइट पर्सन फॉर राइट जॉब, हम इस अवधारणा के साथ आगे बढ़ते हैं और अलग अलग लोगों को हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सिलेक्शन, रिक्रूटमेंट के थ्रू सिलेक्शन करवाते हैं, और फिर उनको हम देते हैं ट्रेनिंग. तो अगर सिलेक्शन का अगर सही शाब्दिक अर्थ देखें, नियुक्ति का अगर शाब्दिक अर्थ देखें, तो लोगों को काम के लिए पहले उनको रिक्रूट करना, उसके बाद उनका सिलेक्शन करना और उनको ट्रेनिंग देना, यही कहीं ना कहीं नियुक्तिकरण के अंदर आता है, जिससे कि कोई भी संगठन अच्छे से काम कर सके और अपने लक्ष्यों तक पहुंच सके. क्योंकि अगर मैं आपसे ये कहूं कि किसी भी संगठन में, चाहे वो छोटा संगठन हो चाहे वो बड़ा संगठन हो, यहां संगठन से मैं बात ये कहना चाहूँगा, चाहे वो छोटा व्यवसाय हो चाहे वो बड़ा व्यवसाय हो, चाहे वो कहीं ना कहीं सेवा क्षेत्र हो चाहे वो कोई प्रोडक्शन का क्षेत्र हो, सभी क्षेत्रों में मनुष्य, या मैं यूं कहूँ स्टाफ का बहुत बड़ा महत्व है. बिना मनुष्य के कोई भी संगठन या कोई भी व्यवसाय अपनी क्षमता के साथ कार्य नहीं कर सकता है. चाहे कितनी भी टेक्नोलॉजी लेके आ जाइए, चाहे कितने भी कहीं ना कहीं मशीनें लेके आ जाइए, पर अगर उनको चलाने वाले या उसमें काम करने वाले अगर लोग नहीं होंगे तो उस संगठन का कोई महत्व नहीं रहेगा. वैसे भी कहा गया है कि चाहे कोई टेक्नोलॉजी हो चाहे कोई मशीन हो, पर जब तक आपके पास एक अच्छा, आपका संगठन में जब तक एक अच्छा वर्कर नहीं है आपके पास, जब तक एक अच्छा आपका स्टाफ नहीं है, एक स्किल्ड स्टाफ नहीं है, तब तक आपका संगठन ग्रोथ नहीं कर सकता है. तो संगठन का मतलब हमने समझा. अभी हम समझ रहे हैं नियुक्तिकरण. तो नियुक्तिकरण का अर्थ यही है कि लोगों को काम के लिए रिक्रूट करना, सिलेक्शन करना और उनको ट्रेनिंग देना, सही व्यक्ति को सही काम सौंपना, सही व्यक्ति सही काम करे, ये कहीं ना कहीं नियुक्तिकरण में किया जाएगा. नियुक्तिकरण या मैं इंग्लिश के शब्दों में बात करूं, स्टाफिंग इज नथिंग बट टू रिक्रूट, सिलेक्शन एंड गिव द ट्रेनिंग टू द एम्प्लॉइज। हैव अ डेफिनेशंस, वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग। नियुक्ति से किसी भी उपक्रम संगठन में रिक्त विभिन्न पदों पर योग्य उचित व्यक्तियों को नियुक्त करने से। रिक्त विभिन्न पदों यानी जो पद खाली है, जो जैसे आप भी कोई एग्जाम दे रहे हैं तो किसी डिपार्टमेंट में वो पद खाली है, उनके लिए क्या क्या किया जा रहा, नियुक्तिकरण किया जा रहा है। अब नियुक्तिकरण में हम 3 तत्वों की बात करते हैं। वो 3 तत्व आपके हैं। पहला तत्व elements of staffing. So when we talk about the element of staffing, we have the 3 elements. The one which is elements of staffing. When we talk about the element of staffing, we have the 3 elements. First, recruitment. Second, selection. एंड थर्ड, ट्रेनिंग। या जिसको हम हिंदी में यूं कहें तो ये रिक्रूटमेंट मतलब भर्ती, इसका मतलब चयन और इसका मतलब ट्रेनिंग मतलब प्रशिक्षण। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये 3 चीजें एलिमेंट्स ऑफ स्टाफिंग के अंदर आती, यानी नियुक्तिकरण के अंदर आती है, जहां हम जो व्यक्ति है उनका हम भर्ती करेंगे, उनका चुनाव करेंगे और उनको हम करेंगे प्रशिक्षित, ताकि एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का काम स्मूथली और बहुत अच्छे से हो पाए। लिखा हुआ है, नियुक्तिकरण से आशय किसी भी उपक्रम के संगठन में रिक्त पदों पर योग्य उचित व्यक्तियों को नियुक्त करना। यहां गौर करने वाली बात यह है, यहां लिखा गया योग्य व्यक्तियों को। अब सवाल ये उठता है, हु विल बी द एबल फॉर द पर्टिकुलर जॉब, या मैं यूं कहूं इसका अर्थ ये निकलता है राइट पर्सन फॉर राइट जॉब, या यूं कहें राइट जॉब फॉर राइट पर्सन, के सही कार्य के लिए सही व्यक्ति। इसका अर्थ सीधा सा यह है कि आप जब सिलेक्शन करेंगे, आप जब भर्ती निकालेंगे, तो आप उन योग्यताओं के साथ जो जरूरत है एक संस्था को है, जिस डिपार्टमेंट में संस्था को जरूरत है, उस योग्यता जो वो जरूरत व्यक्ति में वो योग्यता है या नहीं है, व्यक्ति वो कार्य कर सकता है या नहीं है, इन तमाम चीजों के बारे में आपको सोचना पड़ेगा। और अगर योग्यताओं में जो श्रेष्ठ होगा उसी का आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, चयन करना पड़ेगा। अब सवाल उठता है ऐसा क्यों? ये आप खुद भी जानते हैं, ऐसा इसलिए क्योंकि संगठन को या किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को या किसी संस्था को या किसी बिजनेस को अगर ऊंचाई तक लेके जाना है तो उसमें होने चाहिए उस लायक करने, उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में उस काम को करने के लायक लोग। और जब तक वो लोग नहीं होंगे, क्या संगठन सही ढंग से चल सकता है? नहीं चल सकता है। इसलिए नियुक्तिकरण का बहुत ही ज्यादा महत्व है। बिना उसके आगे बात करते हैं, अन्य शब्दों में पद अनुरूप किसी व्यक्ति को कार्य पर रखना नियुक्तिकरण है। इन अदर वर्ड्स, एम्प्लॉइंग अ पर्सन बेफिटिंग द पोस्ट इज डिप्लॉयमेंट। देखिए बड़ी सिंपल सी भाषा है, that when you are appointing any person for a particular job, if we have needed that person, ultimately we can say that is a part of staffing, that we are selecting the person as we required, we are selecting। एक उपक्रम में संगठन की संरचना का निर्धारण हो जाने के बाद उसमें निश्चित किए गए विभिन्न पदों पर योग्य व्यक्तियों की आवश्यकता होती है। अगर योग्य व्यक्ति नहीं होंगे तो संगठन में कार्य भी ठीक से नहीं हो पाएगा। ये पूरी चीज लिखी हुई है, प्रबंध की कार्य है। मानव शक्ति के नियोजन, प्रशिक्षण, विकास। देखिए मानव शक्ति के नियोजन, उसकी प्राप्ति प्रशिक्षण और विकास से संबंधित है। मीन्स यू विल गो फॉर देयर ट्रेनिंग एंड ऑल्सो फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द ह्यूमंस। नियुक्तिकरण को अगर पहले कहा जाए तो उसको पर्सनल मैनेजमेंट भी कहा जाता था, व्यक्तिगत प्रबंध। लेकिन समय बदला और उसका एक अपना क्षेत्र आ गया और उस क्षेत्र का नाम दे दिया गया ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट, यानी मानव संसाधन प्रबंधन। आखिर ये क्यों कर रहे हैं, क्या कारण है कि इसको इतना इंपॉर्टेंस दिया जाता है? कारण सीधा सा है कि कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, संस्था है, उस संस्था में कार्य करने वाले लोग अगर सही नहीं होंगे, अगर वो ट्रेंड नहीं होंगे, अगर सही कार्य के लिए सही व्यक्ति नहीं होगा, तो संस्था का ग्रोथ भी नहीं हो सकता है। दोस्तों, मैं आपको पहले उसका मतलब एक आसान से शब्दों में समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं, ताकि आपको जब आगे डेफिनेशन पढ़े तो वो बड़ी आसानी से समझ में आ जाए। अमेरिकन ब्रेकशू कंपनी के अध्यक्ष विलियम बी गिवन जू के मतानुसार एक व्यवसाय का भविष्य किसी भी एक तत्व की तुलना में उसमें की जाने वाली कर्मचारियों की नियुक्ति पर अधिक निर्भर करता है। एज आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड टू यू, द ह्यूमन इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। आप चाहे तो जो जितने भी विद्वान हैं, अभी तक मैंने जो बातें करी है, उनकी बातों में वही शब्द निकल के आएंगे दोस्तों। अगले बात करते हैं, और भी परिभाषाएं विद्वानों द्वारा दी गई, जॉर्ज आर टेरी शब्दों में, कुटून्स के शब्दों में, थियो हेमन के शब्दों में अलग अलग बातें उन्होंने बोली है। जब जॉर्ज आर टेरी के शब्दों में बात करते हैं तो बोला गया है नियुक्तिगण स्टाफिंग संतोषजनक एवं संतुष्ट कार्य शक्ति को प्राप्त करने तथा उसे बनाए रखने का कार्य, कि जो भी कार्य हो रहा है संतोषजनक हो। आगे बात करते हैं, नियुक्तिगण से आशय उस प्रबंधकीय कार्य से है जिसमें जन प्रबंध शामिल है। जन मतलब लोगों का प्रबंध उसमें शामिल है, पब्लिक का प्रबंध शामिल है। नियुक्तिगण वह कार्य है जिसका संबंध सहयोगी प्रबंधकों की भर्ती, चयन, विकास एवं क्षतिपूर्ति से होता है। ये भर्ती का मतलब मैंने अभी आपको समझाया था। भर्ती का मतलब होता है रिक्रूटमेंट, चयन का मतलब होता है सिलेक्शन, विकास का मतलब होता है डेवलपमेंट, और क्षतिपूर्ति से मतलब होता है कंपनसेशन। आगे बात करते हैं, नियुक्ति के प्रबंध की कार्य का वह अंग है जिसके अंतर्गत संगठन संरचना में रखे गए सभी पदों को भरा जाता है। अब सभी पदों को भरा जाना मतलब क्या है? इसका मतलब अगर मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट में कोई लोगों की जरूरत है तो उनकी हम भर्ती कर रहे हैं, अगर प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट लोगों की जरूरत है तो उनकी हम भर्ती कर रहे हैं। भर्ती में समझा दूं आपको, भर्ती का कतई मतलब ये नहीं होता कि लोगों को काम पर रख लिया गया है। भर्ती का आशय ये होता है कि लोगों को उस जॉब के लिए आवेदन करने के लिए उत्सुक करना, कि लोग उसके लिए आवेदन करें। मैं अगर आपसे कहूं, सपोज कीजिए कोई गवर्नमेंट वैकेंसी निकली, तो वैकेंसी निकली मतलब क्या निकली? भर्ती निकली। क्या भर्ती का मतलब ये होगा कि व्यक्ति को सिलेक्शन कर लिया गया है? जी नहीं। भर्ती का सिर्फ मतलब ये निकलेगा कि कहीं ना कहीं लोगों को उस पोस्ट के लिए अप्लाई करने के लिए उत्सुक किया जा रहा है कि आप कहीं ना कहीं अप्लाई कीजिए। जब वो अप्लाई करते हैं तो उसमें से योग्य व्यक्ति को चुना जाता है, और चुनने की कोई प्रक्रिया हो सकती है, चाहे वो एग्जाम प्रक्रिया हो, एग्जाम के बाद कहीं ना कहीं इंटरव्यू की प्रक्रिया हो, उसके बाद कहीं ना कहीं जब उसका सिलेक्शन होता है तो उसको दी जाती है ट्रेनिंग यानी प्रशिक्षण। तो ये तमाम चीजें सब की सब अगर किसी चीज में आएगी तो वो होगा आपका नियुक्तिकरण, जिसको हम इंग्लिश में बोलेंगे स्टाफिंग। आगे विद्वानों की भाषा और पढ़ते हैं हम। इनके माध्यम से एक संस्था में श्रम शक्ति या मानव संपदा की प्राप्ति, विकास, अनुरक्षण और सदुपयोग को संभव बनाया जा सकता है। नियुक्तिकरण को कर्मचारीकरण भी कहा जाता है। Staffing is nothing, but we need to select the people. We need to recruit the people, and from the recruitment, we can select the people for a particular job which we needed. And what we will see at the time of recruitment, when we are going to do the recruitment, we are just showing that in which department we needed the vacant post we have, and we needed the person. Once we get the specific departments and we know that in that department we needed such kind of people, then we just having the recruitment that this vacancy still vacant and we needed the people, but who, those who are eligible for that post. And how we will decide the person is eligible or not? We will decide by their education, we will decide by their experience, we will decide by their working style. We will decide how the person is doing the work. But if we didn't select, so first what we will do, we will just go for any exams, whether that is a written or aptitude exam. Then the different thing will be happen. We will go for the interview, and at the end some verification will be happen, and then we will select the person for a particular job. And once we select the particular person, we will provide them training, because training is also one of the crucial part in staffing. Otherwise, if I am telling to you that if you are not providing the staffing, ultimately the staffing process is just missing something. It might be possible that we selected a person, he could be having the well experienced person, he could have the great talent, but he need to work with new organization, how the organization is working, he must know about that one, and for that he must get the training also. So I hope that those who are Hindi medium student and those who are English medium student, they understood very well what is the meaning of staffing. Okay, next. Now we need to focus about नियुक्तिकरण की विशेषताएं अथवा लक्षण. What are the characteristics of staffing? So once I telling to you about the staffing's characteristics, can we say that the staffing is a continuous process? Yes, we can say. Can we say that staffing is why continuous process? Because once we started any organizations, before organization we started, we planned. After planning, we did the organizing. And after organizing, we decided in which department, which kind of people we needed, which kind of employees we needed, so that we can go for the staffing process. Once we go for the staffing process, everything we covered. But the question is that what will be the characteristic of staffing? What are the characteristics? So when we are talking about the characteristics, can we say staffing is a continuous process? Yes, it is a continuous process. And the question is that why it is a continuous process? The only reason is that once we know about that one is, any organization started, it needed different people in different time. Because if you selected some people when you started any organization, might be having you have only 5 or 10 or 20 people. But once the organization grow, it is having the areas increasing day by day, then we needed different peoples also. We needed different people's services also. It might be possible now we needed the 30 peoples, 40 peoples. So when we have needed more people, at that time what we will do? We will just go for again that process that we are going to staff again. We are just select the people again. We are just making recruitment again. So that is a continuous process. That is a continuously will be done. Likewise, I just want to give example to you. Ever before you have seen or heard that once the vacancy is just in market, the people get the vacant post, and then no vacancy is just coming next. It will not be happen like that. Whether that is a government, always, whether that is a banking sector, every year in banking sector needed the people. Why they are needed? Because it's a continuous process. Every year MPPSC is conducting exams. Why they are conducting the exam? Because staff needed continuously. Why the different exams is happening? Railway, constable, teacher, or any particular private institute. Why they are having the every year, or not only year, might be possible in every month or after 2 months, they needed the staff, and they are just doing the recruitment process. They are doing the staffing process. because it's a continuous process. It's a continuously will be happen. It will not be happen that only one time the process will be done. No, not at all. So that's why it is a continuous process. Likewise, just we need to take an example. Suppose a person is working any company and he don't like that company. What he will do? He will left the job. So if he left the job, the next person is needed for that organization. So what will do the company? They will again have the recruitment for the vacant post. So that is a cycle. It might be possible they're increasing their area of work. If their offices, likewise example in Indore, and if they want to increase the offices in Delhi, Gurgaon, Mumbai, anywhere, then they again needed the employees. So what they will do? Again they will do the staffing process. So I hope that you understood the first point, that staffing is a continuous process. Now the second thing, it's a human element. Why I am telling that's a human element? It's only reason behind of it that because in staffing, to whom we will select, to whom we will just say that you need to apply for the post, we will say to the human. We will not say to the machine that you need to apply to our job, you need to apply in an organization. No. Human will be the apply for the post. And once a human apply, so ultimately we can say that is a human element he is in the staffing process. Because you will select the human, not a machine, not technology. Because human will do the work. So these we have the so many what we can say that the likewise, that is also Prabandhikarika Ang. That is also the we can say that is also the function of management. Yes, absolutely. That is a function of management. That is the organ of management. Because without the absence of these elements, without the absence of these work for whom I am telling about the staffing. Because when there will not be any staffing, then how we can say that the process is going to be complete? That is ultimately the organ, or we can say that is ultimately the function of management. Because we understood already the function of management. The first function is planning, second is organizing, third is staffing. So that's why they are telling that is also the function. Next, I already make you explain that is a continuous process. It's a continuous process. I already explained organ of managerial function. And what is a managerial function? We all know about that one is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, coordination. Planning, I don't want to write too much time. Many times I already have written. You need to understand only. Okay, just a little bit give me time, because some issues are happening there. Some different sounds are there. भैया थोड़ा सा आवाज कम कर दीजिए ना प्लीज. भैया ओ भैया थोड़ी आवाज, क्लास चल रही लाइव, आवाज कम रख दीजिए. So what I am telling to you everybody, the next one we have the continuous process. We discuss a lot of it. Now the third one is all parts of each level. प्रत्येक स्तर पर आवश्यक. Now you need to have understood one thing, that when we are talking about the staffing will not be happen only for the humans, only for the workers. Wait, I am just coming. भैया थोड़ा सा आवाज कम कर लीजिए प्लीज यार, लाइव क्लास चल रही, लाइव चल रही. खटपट आवाज कम कर दो ना. वो क्लास सर चिल्लाएंगे, क्लास चल रही पूरी. वो उधर का कर लो ना कुछ अभी तब तक. तो ये बहुत ज्यादा आवाज आ रही है इसमें, फिर सर चिल्लाएंगे. थोड़ी सी आवाज कम कर लीजिए. Okay, I am sorry, extremely sorry for that one. Is some kind of sounds are there. So I was believing that it might be possible that you will get the problem. So I just told to there are the brothers, they are working something which is having the creaking sound. So it might be possible that you can affect your study. So that's why I told to them, please maintain something so that our student can understand very easily. Okay, next point we have. For in every level, on every level, the recruitment will be done, the staffing will be done. Now let me explain you how. You all know about that one is that we have the level of management. All know about that one is level of MGT means management. Now you need to understand one thing. When we're talking about the level of management, अरे यार भैया प्लीज ना रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूं यार, थोड़ा सा क्लास एंड हो जाएगी थोड़ी देर में, आवाज समझो यार उस चीज को, सर चिल्लाएंगे, उसमें आवाज जारी होगी क्रैकिंग साउंड की. Let me check out something whether you are getting the voice or not. If it is not problematic things, it's okay, no problem at all. But if it is a problematic thing, and those who didn't like the, please. Okay, extremely sorry for Verma ji. You get लगा दो यार थोड़ा सा. गेट लगा दो आप, तो चालू कर दो लेक्चर. So we need to have the next hour which we are going to discuss. It's okay, little bit problem will be there. So today please I am requesting to you need to manage that thing, because that is not in our control. There the people are working there, it's not in our control. So what we have the control, we need to focus on that things. Okay, now the next one is I was just explaining to you, for every level the staffing is needed. And how, let me explain you. I already told you that we have the level of management, that is our top level. We all know about that one. That is a middle level, and that one is a lower level. And we know that workers are not on any level. They will not be at any level. Once we are going to understand this point, first we need to understand one thing, that whether the MD, CEO or any owner, if it is owner, it's okay, no problem at all. But when we're talking about the MD, CEO, or we can say the higher positions, those who are on that position, they are also the part of staffing too. Because somebody is going to be select them, somebody, whether that the we can say the board of directors are going to be select who will be the MD, who will be the CEO of the company. So that for that person, we still also doing the staffing. So that's why they are saying pratyek star pa avashyak, for on every level that is needed, that staffing is needed. When we are going to second middle level, what we do here, we have the different HR department, finance department, marketing department, purchasing department, and for that we needed the managers. And on that level also we will select the people. We will recruit, we will just having the recruitment process. We have the selection process. We have the training sessions. So that's why they are saying for the every level we needed the staffing process. And staffing process means what? It's only that if you have the vacant post, we need to select the people for the vacant post. So there is also the people are working. There is also the people are working. So for every level we need the staffing process. The second, the third, lower level. Who will be in lower level? The question is that. Supervisors, governments. So these people, we need to selection of that people also. Right? We need to have the staffing process for lower level also. So that's why this point is added here, that is on every level. Even I am just telling, not on every level. Even if we have the different workers, those who are not those who are not in any level of management, we are just selecting to them, we are recruiting to them, we are selecting to them, we are giving the training to them. So that's why that is all in management, all in business. So what they said, that's only the reason that they are saying that pratyek star par avashyak, needed at all levels. Because you will select the MD also, CEO, you will select the managers of different departments, whether they're marketing department, finance department, production department, purchasing department. You are going to select. The vacancies there, you must select. Without the selection of the people, without the person, without the manager, if the post is vacant, the organization can't run. So that's why we needed the selection process. That's why we need the staffing process. For the level of supervisory level, or we can say the lower level, we needed the staffing process also. We must have some different our supervisors. It might be possible the supervisor in manager in a production department we have the 5 or 7 supervisors. So every level we needed the staffing. Fourth, human element. I already explained you that is a human element. For whom you will go for the selection, for whom you will go the recruitment, for whom you will go the training sessions. There is a human. You can't train to the machine. You can't recruit to the machine. You can't select to the machine. Yeah, selection, obviously, machine also selected that which machine we needed. But when we are talking about the staffing particular point, we are discussing about that which human we needed, which kind of employees we needed, and we are focusing ultimately the humans. We are not focusing about any other points, whether that is a machine, whether that is a technology. We are thinking completely about the human element, about human elements. Because if he is a MD, if he is a CEO, if he is a manager of different department, if he is a supervisor, if he is a worker, who all are they? Are they machines? Are the technologies? No, they are the humans. They are the humans. So that's why that is also one of the characteristics of staffing is that there will be the human element. Now the next, it's covered already. Yeah, social responsibility. What we have the social responsibility when we are going to do the staffing. So what is the character of staffing? That it's a social responsibility of any organization, social responsibility of any business. How it is a social responsibility? Let me explain you. Suppose any person who started any business, and if he is selecting to the people, if he is giving the employment to the people, what exactly he is doing? Actually, he is just serving to the society also, because he is providing the employment to the society. He is providing the employment to the people of the society. So what exactly the person is doing? What exactly the organization is doing? What exactly the business is doing? The business also performing their social responsibility also. And how? Because they are selecting to the people, they are working in their organization, they are getting some salaries, and after salaries what people are doing? They are living their life, they are living their life with standard, they are maintaining the standard, and once the people are getting the job, ultimately the organization is contributing towards the society. So in staffing we can say that is also the social responsibility they are performing. So that's why this is also the character of staffing, right? The next one, social responsibility and inseparable unit of human society. Through employability, man is hired and employment is provided to them. Means what exactly happening? The organization is hiring to the people, and once they are hired, we means organization are providing to the job, and after the job the person is getting salary. So ultimately, to whom the organization is giving the benefit? Ultimately they are giving the benefit to the society. So that's why it is also social responsibility. That one is the character also. Next, system. Yeah, absolutely, it is a system. And how is a system? Because everything will be predetermined. It's a system. Why? Because there is some kind of needed. You have organizations. In organization, which kind of people you needed, you decided, and after that you did the process. First you will recruit, then you select, then you train. So what is this? You are developing to the people. What is this? It's a system. It's the process. So that's why it is a system. Being a system, developing a system related to the process of organization, that depends on the different plans. Now that one is policy formation. When we are talking about the policy formation, then we can say in organization, any organization, when we are doing the staffing things, which kind of policies we have for the people, for the employees? Are we giving some different policies or not? What will be the salary structure of the employees? What are their working hours? Are we having the the plan for their promotion or not. So these all have the policies. So when we have the staffing, once we talk about the characteristics, so one of the characteristics that it's a policy formation. We need to determine the policies, right? Policy formation, promotion of employees, how will promote to the employees, how will give the promotion to the employees. It's quite simple. So many organizations are giving the promotion on the basis of the working of an employee, how is working, is he doing the better or not. If he is doing the better, the person is getting promoted. In addition to recruitment, in appointment, institutional policies regarding transfer, discharge, etc. Now all the policy will be described here. What the condition of transfer, what the condition of discharge, what will be the age after, are we giving some kind of other benefited or not, at what age they can be retired. So these all have the policy formation. So that will be also count in staffing. So that's also the character of staffing. So these we have the characteristics which we discussed today. I hope that you understand. Today I covered this lecture for both medium student, but today I know about that one is I covered this lecture also in English, because I was just I don't know, but somebody said about me that he is not teaching in English, he is just having cramming words, and he is just that words he crammed very well and then explaining to the student. But that's not like that. I have ability that I can teach in both the language, I already told. So I think that now student can understand that I can teach to English medium also. It's not my weakness that I am teaching only Hindi and bilingually. It's not my weakness. I have the strength power that I can take the whole lecture in English. I have the capacity. I can take the whole lecture in Hindi. So when I am teaching to you in Hindi and English in bilingually, its mean is that I want to make you explain much better. Because I do believe that once you understand in both the language, but that is also I know about that. Means those who are in English medium student, they actually needed that whatever I am telling, they must listen in English also, so that when they are going to the answer writing at that time, these words or what I am telling, this can be helpful in their writing portion also. Because when you will write down in exams, in written exams, at that time these words, this process, how I am explaining to you, that will be ultimately helpful for you in your exam. I know about that one is, and that is absolutely at your point you are right. But we need to manage both the things in Hindi as well as in English too. So my dear friends, I hope that today understand very well what is staffing. We all know about that, and staffing is nothing but if you have the vacant post, on the vacant post we need to select the people ultimately. And when we are talking about the elements of the staffing, it's we have the three elements major, that is a recruitment, selection and training. Before selection we need to do the recruitment, because without the recruitment we can't select the people, and once we will select the people, after that we are going to train to the people. The second thing is that when we talk about the staffing and I mean in staffing, when we are talking about the recruitment and selection, two things we have. The recruitment is a positive process and the selection is a negative process. How? Because once you are doing the recruitment, you are not telling to the people, okay, we are not selecting to you at the time recruitment. You are telling, okay, you need to apply for the post, and once people applied, you are not refusing to them that you don't apply. When you are refusing at the time of selection. So you are rejecting to the people. So once you are rejecting, ultimately it has become the negative process. Once we talk about the recruitment number of people in recruitment will be very high, but in selection the number of people will be very less, right? Suppose 10,000 people apply for any job, and if we needed only 400 people, so 9,600 people will be the rejected, only 400 people will be selected. So that's why this is a negative process and recruitment is a positive process. So we discussed a lot about these things. Today we discussed the characteristics, the levels. At all levels we needed the staffing. What are the characteristics? It's a continuous process. It is a human element, right? Needed all the level. So these you need to have. I am just telling to you one thing, that when you are having the characteristics of staffing, what you need to keep in mind? You need to keep in mind the points. Likewise, this organ of managerial function. This is the point. Keep that point in your mind. And after you have the key, you have the in your mind, what you can do? You can write by your own words, because I am just telling, whether that is a Hindi medium student or English medium student, they can't cram everything. They can cram only the point. Likewise, suppose you have the 11 marks question or 7 marks question. So can you cram for the 7 marks? Every word can you cram? No, you can't cram the every single words. You can cram only the points. Like this point. This one, organ of managerial function. What are the characteristics? One characteristic, organ of managerial function. Second characteristic, it's a human element. Third characteristics, it's a continuous process. Fourth characteristic, it's a what we can say, human element. Fifth, it will be on every level. So these points you can cram. But when we are talking about the writing skill, you can't cram a single word. No, you can't. Can you cram the whole book? No, you can't. You need to understand and you need to write down by your own words. Just only understand the meaning. Just only understand what exactly in that point. And just write down by your own words. Likewise, we have the first one, organ of managerial function. Can you write down or not? Yes, you can write down. How? Because we already discussed about that one. Is that okay? When we talk about the staffing, it's one of the managerial function. Why? Because when we're talking about the managerial function, we have the planning, organizing, staffing, directing, control, coordination. So staffing also the part of function. So that's why it's one of the characteristics of staffing. That's it. When we are talking continuous process, you can write down something. Yes, staffing is a continuous process, because once we started the organization, we select the people, but it is not like that selection of the people is end now. Because once we needed the more people for our organization, we will select the next time also the people. If any post is vacant, then we will select again. We will go for recruitment again. We will go for the selection again, and we will go for the training again. So that's why that's a continuous process. Needed at all levels. We can't say that we are only the selecting the workers, but staffing staffing needed at all levels. Whether that is a MD, CEO, whether that is a manager, different managers, production manager, purchasing manager, or any supervisor, we need to select to them. We have for there also the staffing process. You can write down by your own words. Especially I am telling about the English medium student. Hindi medium student can write down by their own, no problem. So you have the command on that thing also. Anyways, I hope that today you like the video. If you like the video, like and comments, so that I can go for continue. But I will go for the bilingually, Hindi and English. Today I was just thinking that some student told to me, sir, will you explain the things in English or not? So I explained everything in English. Don't worry about that one. Don't worry. Okay? Bye. We will meet tomorrow morning 9 o'clock. Till bye bye.